this current trend, even though it looks like in early trade we're noticing a little bit of a shake-up in some key numbers, but he's hoping that this will improve in the course of the trading day. But Business Morning will continue in just a moment, and today our focus, our conversation is going to be on the entertainment industry. Please join us again. Welcome back. You're still watching Business Morning on Channels Television, and we're broadcasting live from Lagos, Nigeria. Today on the program, our focus and conversation is going to be around the entertainment industry and most of the issues that artists face and other issues that might come up. And I'll be joined on the program by the president of the Copyright Society of Nigeria, Tony Okoroji, and an entertainment lawyer, Tosin Adefope. Thank you so much for joining me this morning on the program.
Thank you so much. It's not every day I get a chance to sit between two very beautiful women. So thank you, Channels.
Okay, so let's look at your industry, and that's the entertainment industry. It's one of the fastest growing sectors in the economy at the moment. Now, what factors account for this growth?
I think the growth is clear indication that Nigeria has incredible potentials. You know, the growth hasn't been because of any articulated policy by government or anyone else. It simply has happened through the ingenuity of the individual Nigerian creative person and the few people who have believed in them. And today, Nigerian music, for instance, you know, is top of the pops around the world, all over the country, all over Africa, going to Europe. Nigerian movies too are doing about the same thing. And I think it's time the country understood what is happening and began to invest properly and articulate policies in this way. Oil will dry away. Our creative energy will never dry away. I keep saying so.
You say articulated policies, but we know that there have been agencies that have actually been set up to help regulate how things go on in the industry, because the industry cannot operate in isolation. So if the policies that are in place right now are not enough, should more policies be put in place, or should another agency be created to help drive this industry?
First of all, there has to be that understanding that we're dealing with an industry. I don't think there has been that understanding, and that what we create, whether it's music or movies, is property. And this is property that has great value and that can create a lot of employment, that can create tax revenue for our government, that can lift our economy. From that understanding, then you begin to build the bridges that would articulate all of these things, But I still believe that that understanding is not clear right now. And we keep calling on the people who make policies to make that possible. For instance, the average person making a movie in Nigeria today or making music in Nigeria today has very little access to finance. Absolutely very little access to finance. His rights are being infringed left, right, and center by all kinds of institutions, including, I dare say, broadcast stations and all that. And all of us need to change our concept and our understanding that this is incredible resource that God has given to us, and then set about to use it, to lift our nation. A lot of the young people you see parading the streets, some of them involved in kidnapping, some of them involved in armed robbery, and so on and so forth. Some of them are great songwriters, possibly great choreographers, great dancers, great actors, probably great directors in the making. We need to create that atmosphere to begin to use them for the good of Nigeria, not for the bad of our country.
Well, Tosin, you see, he's mentioned the fact that the rights of these artists is infringed on. So is there enough legal support through laws now to curb infringement, piracy, and idea theft? How closely has the industry worked with lawyers to reduce this?
I think that's a very important point, but I think it's more about the lack of enforcement in Nigeria than about the lack of laws. We actually have laws, international laws that protect intellectual property, copyright, trademarks, and we can look to the Western world, for example, America, where entertainment is huge, and look at the kind of structures they have set up and replicate some of them here. I mean, at the moment, what I usually do with a lot of artists and entertainment personnel that I work with is show them what rights they have and what processes they need to follow. I mean, a lot of musicians don't even copyright their music, and they get surprised when their lyrics are stolen, and they wonder, if they have any remedies. But
so we don't have any laws in place as of now to protect these artists?
We actually have the Copyright Act, which was established to protect intellectual property and your creativity. Intellectual property is a result of your creativity, and that was the point of that law, is to be able to protect, if you write something, your literary works, your musical compositions. So there is a structure in place, but how is it enforced? It's about enforcing. It's about, if I write a song and I copyright it and someone goes and infringes on my right, what remedies do I have?
Okay, so Tony, what is COSON doing about all of this? Because we know that this is one scourge too many that is facing a lot of artists.
Harriet, I was on the net yesterday, and then I watched TV, and I was shocked, absolutely shocked, to read that the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria, BON, has threatened that they will ask all the affiliate stations not to play the music of any Nigerian artist. Why? Because COSON is asking the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria that all broadcasting stations should do that which is done everywhere else in the world: pay copyright royalties. And then they are threatening that they are going to use the music of foreigners in Nigeria as if the foreigners are not bound to earn royalty